Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Obidient movement raises alarm over threat against Peter Obi. So my dear listeners, before I go into details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe and share. Now the details. Following the recent arrest of Barrister Dele Farotimi, the Obidient movement, led by its national coordinator, Dr. Yunusa Tanko, has raised concerns over alleged threat against Peter Obi, former presidential candidate and leader of the movement. During a press conference on Wednesday, the group condemned what it described as a systematic crackdown on dissent, exemplified by the recent arrest by prominent human rights lawyer Barrister Dele Farotimi. Dr. Tanko warned that the threats against Peter Obi were part of a broader campaign to silence voices critical of the government. He stated, "We are aware of the one-by-one targeting of key figures in our movement. We will not stand idly by while tyranny takes hold. Any attempt to arrest or intimidate Mr. Peter Obi will be met with nationwide resistance." The group accused the government of using state institutions to suppress opposition, pointing to the arrest of Farotimi as evidence of a growing pattern of repression. They also highlighted the deteriorating economic conditions, including soaring fuel prices, currency devaluation, and rising interest rates, as the backdrop against which these threats are occurring. Calling for the immediate release of Farotimi, the Obidient movement vowed to mobilize peaceful protests if the government continued its crackdown. They also appealed to the international community to monitor the situation closely, urging global solidarity in defense of human rights and democracy in Nigeria. Dr. Tanko concluded with a warning. Nigeria belongs to all of us, and we will resist any attempt to undermine our democracy. The protection of Peter Obi is non-negotiable, and we stand united in defense of justice and freedom. The movement statement has sparked widespread reactions, with many calling on the government to ensure the safety of opposition leaders and uphold the principles of democracy and free speech. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Before I go, I've got just one comment here that says LP lawmakers and overseas schools are leaving LP, and you are here focusing on Farotimi, who isn't a party. No wonder LP is always having crises. Now we've come to the end of our today's news, and before I move on, I think there is no point in threatening each other because of this position, because of this presidential post or whatever. So now that someone has been arrested, even I heard there would be a nationwide protest because of the arrest of Dele Farotimi. Please, the question I would ask is, where is this country going to? So someone is being arrested now. Would that be a threat to Peter Obi's presidential presidential what is aspiring for is presidency stuff. It doesn't make sense any longer. You're only putting people in danger while you're threatening some, because there's no how you threatening someone, and even if that will come to pass, definitely you would cause problems. You would cause problems, and that won't be nice. It won't even smile at all on anyone's faces. Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.